All right, everyone. So got a crank out, and of course lighting sucks. Again, it's dark. Trying to work on this thing. Took it to the machine shop. They're gonna be able to turn it for me. If I remember correctly, he said it was already 7 thousandths under, so he's gonna just turn the crank. I did find out while I was there that the block is good to bore. It doesn't have any cracks or anything in it. And then he can also bore out the rods to where I can actually go with inserts in them instead of trying to find John Deere 50 rods. So that's a plus. So I've been trying to clean up this block a little bit, or engine, transmission, case, housing. That way I don't have to worry about these rags flying off while I'm gone at work, because I think we can throw like 3 cats through these doors at any given spot. But anyways, now I'm gonna get this cam out of here, and then I'll finish sealing the case up. That way we don't have to worry about trash getting in there. But I'll get this cam out, that way we can get that sent off and we can get that reground. So hopefully more power to come one of these days. So let's get this cam out, and then we'll wrap this video up. So you can see I've sort of cleaned this stuff up, put masking tape on here, just that way I don't have to worry about the rags flying off or whatever. I used some PB Blaster and some, I think it's like 3-aught Scotch Brite. Cleaned it all up. Used brake parts cleaner to clean all the PB Blaster and oil back off, and got it taped up. Got it taped up on both sides for the main bearings. And then of course, once this cam comes out, I'll tape up all the rest of the stuff. When I come back from this next trip I'm going on, I will get the oil pump and all that stuff out of here and work on getting all this cleaned up, so that when the parts come back, we can start putting stuff back together. So I've already got this cap loose, and I've already taken all the bolts out of the cam for holding the cam gear on. That plate, of course, I had to knock those loose so I could get in there and take the bolts loose. So I've got this one bolt here left to take loose. Then over here on this side, I'll pull this safety wire off. We'll pull this cap. I've already rotated this cam around a few times. That way the lifters will be out of the way. And the one thing I'm going to be careful of is making sure that my lobes don't hit this gear down in there that drives it. I know I'm having it reground, but I just don't like beating stuff up. So I'll get this last bolt out and get this cover off. Now these bolt heads right here, they come really close to this cam journal. So since I'm having it redone, I'm not as concerned, but when I go back together, I'll probably actually slide the cam in part way, get the bolts in the holes, get them lined up with the gear, and then put together the rest of the way. Now it looks like this thing was notched to just come off of here. We'll cut our wires and get this out of here. Oh, I see what's holding me up. Well, doggone it. That stinks. Well, I guess I have to pull my tape off and pull a oil line off, I'm guessing. I guess that's what's holding me up here. There. So, once you loosen the bolts on this, don't try to pull this out yet. Unhook the oil line and take the fitting out of the way. Then you can pull these out. Don't do like I did. Now let's just hope everything else goes halfway smooth. There's that guy. Now we're going to pull this cam and gear. Try to see if I can separate these somehow. There we go. There's cam gear. Now we'll see if we can. Oh boy. So I gotta pull the cam out the main bearing housing, because well, I say I do, but how in the world do I get that out of there? Okay. Well, I've learned my lesson, guys. Completely take everything out. So on this cam, it has this flange that, of course, bolts to the gear. Well, it won't go through that hole. And I promise you it's not gonna go through that hole. So I'm gonna have to take it out of this hole or the one on the other side. But the problem is I can't get the cam to shift far enough back in the case to do so. So these two oil lines back here, the one to the right goes up to your oil pressure gauge. The one to the left will actually go to your governor housing. And those are not allowing me to take that camshaft and shift it to be able to bring it out this hole on this side. So I'm back to pulling some more oil lines, and then I'll have the camshaft out. All right, I got the oil lines loosened. One is completely out of the way, and the other one is most of the way out of the way. So now we're gonna try to see if we can wiggle this enough to get this cam out of here. And ta-da, there it is. So we got some rust going on there. Well, I guess a good thing gonna be having this guy reground. So hopefully when all these parts get to come back, we can at least get the engine part together. I'm gonna have to figure out what to do with the main bearings, but I'll get that one figured out. And whatever I end up doing with that, I'll end up letting you guys know when I get to that point. So you guys have a good one. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button.